It's your girl LexxB, back with a recap, yeah, let's get it. What's good, what's poppin'? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl LexxB, and I appreciate you for tuning on the video, man. Today you see that this is a recap of a Netflix, okay, Tyler Perry Studios Beauty in Black. We are recapping today episode 9, Blind Rage. This, it's not, I would say not next season, it's not a new season, it's a continuation of season 1. Dropped on March 6, 2025 to be exact. So that was probably, by the time you see this video, probably like 2-3 days ago, okay? So, boom. We gonna recap, aka I'm gonna give you the highlights or the parts that I felt like that needed to be mentioned, okay? If you have not seen the show and you probably, wanna know, should I go check this out? Yeah, listen to this recap. See if it's something you should want to see for yourself. Or if you did see the show, right? And you just want to recap because it's just too juicy not to. You feel me? You got to come in these comments, boy, we got to talk about it. We got to go and be like, bro, this shit was wildin'. Or if I missed something in my recap, definitely let me know. But that's why you're here, and that's what we about to do. We're going to get into it. I try to write down some shit. I try to remember some shit. Either way, it's going to be a good time because this episode was freaking crazy. Boom. I'm not gonna really talk about too much of what happened through episode 1 through 8, but just to kind of ease into episode 9, they gave us a little quick recap. So basically, if you know Body was the HBIC, basically, you feel me, in charge of all the hoes. All the hoes had to report to Body. So there was some beef between this Body, and then the main character of the show, which her name is Kimmy. Or it's Kimmy and then there's Mallory, but right now we on Kimmy, right? Basically, how it ended with episode 8 was Body, and then one of the other, like, I guess head people or girls that be in charge, Delinda, took Kimmy's little sister, who I think is like 16 years old. Her name is Silva, right? They took her and drove off with her. Right in her face. They literally drove up to the hotel that Kimmy was at and freaking opened the door and was like, hey, bitch, we got your sister, blah, blah, blah. And Body was like, yeah, we about to turn her, we about to basically make her another one of you. Crazy. Disrespectful. So, off the rip, Kimmy's like, just sees red, as I would too. She see red, she's like, yo, give me my sister, give me my sister, give me my sister. Body just not with it. Body's just being a bad person right now. And basically, Kimmy jumps into a car and freaking proceeds to run right into Body, like T-bone her from the bottom down. Any ass that Body had is gone at this point. Like, if she lives, because there's no confirmation that she dies or not, but if she does live, her ass is gone. Her ass is gone, flat at that. So boom, Kimmy's in a rage. She doing this. Angel, who's the guy, one of the other guys that she was at the hotel with, comes out. He's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, there's witnesses everywhere, my guy. There's witnesses on the freaking top of the motel and this shit. I'm just like, she just sitting in the car. Low-key still on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Foot on the gas. Body's like, Body, like, imagine the hood of the car. And Body's just like, she's like, and it sounds like she yelling, but basically Angel jumps in the car, gets Kimmy out, and reverses the car and tells her to hop in, and they just, shoot off. Basically hit and run type vibes, you feel me? Boom, gone. So then we cut through. So they're in the car. They done left. Body's body is literally on the floor. So boom, we cut to also what had happened in the end of episode 8 was that we saw that Charles, who's the gay son of the parents, right? His car got, like, there was an ambush, shot up, boom, explosion. So there was a whole accident with his car. So we cut to this in episode 9 now. We see there, everybody's there, the police is there, Mallory, like the family's gathering at the spot that the car was found. And everybody's like distraught, like, you feel me? Because they, obviously a family member is down. You know what I'm saying? So then the father's like, basically call everybody to the house. I need everybody to the house because we need to figure out what the hell happened. And people trying to figure out, they talking about it. Then boom, Norman. We shoot to a scene of Norman, right? This crazy ass guy, bro. You a fan of Norman? Cause Norman be pissing me off. He's such an old grumpy guy. Like, damn, like I'm like, this old school shit run deep in this show, man. Like that old school habits type shit run deep in this thing. But we went to Norman, right? Norman gets on the phone with the judge, which is a judge that was involved in some illegal activities, okay? But he goes and he's on the phone with him. He's basically, because the judge calls him because he's like, bro, your brother just called me and I need, you know what I'm saying? I want to know why. I don't want to get caught up in all this family rivalry shit or whatever else is going on. Like, I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Because he's scared. The judge is scared. You know what I'm saying? And Norman is just like, my wife died. Like, Norman is no longer on planet Earth right now. He's just like, my wife died. You think I give a fuck about what you got going on? And the judge is still low-key still going on about his own shit after Norman just said this. And Norman's like, look, well, who you more scared of? You scared of my brother? You scared of me? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get involved. Norman's like, bro, just go to the house, go to the crib, see what he want. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. Don't give nothing away. Don't say nothing. Because obviously the judge and Norman had some dealings. Okay. So then boom, right? We get, there was a lot of shit. So a lot of the things are jumping from different scenes, obviously, to see different perspectives of what's going on with different family members as they're getting this call from Mallory to get everybody to the house. Right? So Mallory tries to call Norman. Norman ain't answering. Right? So then, boom, Mallory moves on and we see where basically when she calls Olivia, which is the mother. Olivia, bruh, listen, I was taken aback how we got introduced to how Olivia came onto this scene. Her scene opened up. She was on this youngin' ass, chocolate looking ass, tatted up ass. He looked like he could be like 26. She over there, listen, cowgirl, everything. Talking about, I'm like, bro, grandma, you know what I'm saying? She literally old enough to be like somebody's grandmother for real. On this man, she get up and while she said, that's all you got? Like she said something like that. She was like, that's all you got? Don't tell me that's all you got. And he's like, yeah. He's like, don't tell me you quitting on me, like some shit like that, some slick shit. And he was just like, yeah, I can't hang, basically. And they start talking about, you know, just they shit. And then she gets the call. And mind you, this boy talking about, oh, I love you, I'm in love with you. She's like, no, boy, you in love with this money. That's her sugar baby. But nah. So she gets the call from Mallory and she's like distraught, obviously, because I feel like her and Charles had like a really close relationship. When it comes to her sons, it was her and Charles. She's like distraught and she's like, oh my God, like I can't believe he actually did it, which is Norman. Because Norman was been talking about like little pieces from episode 1 to 8, you know, Norman been putting the pieces together, right? And he figured that it was one of them because it's a private road. So he already knows one of the people that's associated in the family killed his wife. So he's out for blood. So him and Olivia, Norman and Olivia already had their back like talking. So he already alluded that like I'm coming after your sons. And so boom, Olivia already knew. She was like, damn, that's crazy. He really was about this life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this family's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, but in typical freaking Tyler Perry movies, these people be like on the far extremes of like, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry don't ever like glaze the line or nothing. That nigga says, we gonna jump over the line, we gonna get very dramatic in it, we gonna dive into this really deep and make it very like extreme levels of shit, because that's literally what this episode was giving. Like, it's called Blind Rage, and when I tell you literally everyone in this damn show has blind rage to some extent and is just going in this bitch. Like, there's so many, like, everybody thinks they know everything and they don't. There's pieces that each person is missing, but everybody's pissed off. You know what I mean? And it's just like everybody's like after somebody, or there's an enemy of somebody in this show. It's freaking crazy. So anyway, back into it, right? Boom, we back in the car with Kimmy and Angel. And Kimmy's just basically like, yo, we need to figure this out. Like, I need to figure out how to get my sister, which is understandable. Listen, out of everything, I empathize with Kimmy, because Kimmy is one of those people who was thrown into this life that she ain't really want, and she, you know what I'm saying? Like, the life chose her. She ain't choose the life, and it's kind of like a product of your environment kind of thing, I feel like, with her. But she's talking to Angel, and like Angel's trying to calm her down, but literally Kimmy is done. She's off the cliff. She's not even like, I don't even know where she is right now. She's just nowhere near like having any feelings, no emotions. Like she's on autopilot right now, just straight literally rage. And so she's like, bro, I need to find these people. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And Angel, scary ass. Angel's sitting here like, it's so crazy because he's like, bro, we need to think of a plan. Like we can't, like Kimmy's like, I'm about to go over to that guy's house, which I was rooting for that. I'm like, go to his house, please, because everybody is gonna be there and it's gonna be some freaking funny ass moment, right? Like I thought, but you know, at the same time, I'm like, please don't do it now because then it's gonna kind of, I don't know where they would have took the show if they the whole thing got revealed from her going to the house. Right? So then I'm like, all right, so he's like, yo, you gotta relax. And she's like, yo, we need to, you know, I need you to go to his house. But Angel's like, listen, we need to come up with a plan, and this car's not gonna make it because the car, they still in the car from the hit and run. Car breaks down. Boom. She was like, yo, get me a car, find me a car so we can go. I'm not playing with you, bro. He was just like, okay, I got a man, I got a car, right? So then we go back and we're back at the scene of the accident, and now we're with Jules. Jules shows up on the scene. I hate Jules, bro. Jules be getting me, bro. Jules is one of the least characters I freaking like, because he's so, I don't like when he playing both sides of the field, but he just, oh God, bro, like that shit crazy. So, boom, Jules comes, and I already knew he came to fuck shit up. Like, I already knew it. So, boom. Jules is like talking to the officer on the scene. He's like, yo, what happened? Da, 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 da. And he's asking him, like, is anything found? The guy's like, yeah, we found this watch. And then Jules is like, you know, do you have time? Basically alluding to him, like, corrupting the scene, bruh. Like, what you mean, bruh? Like, he talking about he owe you, you know, can you, like, just withhold some shit for how long so that I guess Jules can do whatever he be doing in the background. So the guy's like, we're going to try, but you know, we should really try to get this in because this organization, whatever, like part of the cop shit, doing their cop thing, you know what I'm saying? They already know about it, they already passed this information about it, so there's only so much that he can do. He gives Jules the watch, Jules takes the watch, he starts to read and it says, to Charles from, and he stops. Oh, we all know that Charles and Vannery, something like that. That guy, they, you know what I'm saying? They was, oh, that's not that, they was doing all that, right? So most likely it was from his watch, but Jules ain't say the whole name. All he did was like, ah, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, out of nowhere comes, what's his name? Vernie. Then out of nowhere comes Vernie. I think his name is Vernie, right? And he's like asking questions. He's like, yo, what's up? What's going on? And then Jules is like, we're at this point where we don't know if Jules, if maybe the watch is a little burnt, so he don't know the whole name or something, or maybe Jules does know that Vernie was involved with Charles. Who knows? But at this point, they're talking, and Jules is like telling him, like letting him know, but you can see that he's kind of distraught. Vernie is distraught, and then Jules is like, you know, get your shit together. Like, what's good with you? Like, we gotta go. Well, Mr. Bellary wants everybody at the crib. So you need to get your shit together. Oh wait, but I missed the part. I'm so sorry, I missed the part. So there's a point when Jules is on the phone with Norman. And this part was like, I'm like, yo. So Norman and Jules are on the phone and they're talking, right? They're basically, Jules is confronting Norman like, yo, did you do this? Like, you really did this? And then Norman's still with his, my wife is dead. Like, that's his line. Like, he doesn't care about nothing. He literally says it too. He's like, I don't care about anything. My wife is dead. And he's like, basically he's like, yo, I did what I did and I watched that mother sucker burn. He shot up the car and watched the car burn. He's telling Jules this. And then Jules is like, yo, you doing too much. Like, now we gotta hide more shit and it's making more work and more problems for us. Norman don't care. He's like, I'll handle it myself. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And he said, it's an eye for an eye. He's like, I know that these people done killed my wife and they don't care. So he's like, it's an eye for eye. He already said he's out for it. He's coming for it. I'm like, damn, bro. I can only imagine what is about to happen, bro. Jules is like, yo, you know, Harold, which is the brother, is crazy. Like, why are you, you know, like, you shouldn't, I don't want to get involved. Like, get this more crazier than it is. Norman's like, bro, you worried about Harold, my brother, when the real person you should be worried about is Olivia. He's like, Olivia. And this part, I was like, oh, shit. It always be the woman, bruh. It always be they say behind a black man, there is a strong black woman. Norman basically was like, listen, Olivia is like the devil, basically. She's like, she's the one that you should be worried about. Fucking Jules is like, but she goes to church. He's like, nigga, that ain't got the church for the do for all the sins that she had committed. You feel me? She's done so many sins, ain't nothing the church can do to help her. And that part, I was like, yeah, Mama Olivia in the cut. You feel me? Nobody would ever suspect the mother, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially her. She looks so, like, y'all see how Olivia look. Like, if I put a picture of it, like, she looks so, like, not the type. She don't look like the type to get her hands messy, but at the same time, if you push her the wrong way, she do look like she could probably spaz out a little bit. You feel me? So then we get back to Kimmy and Angel, and this is at this point, like, Kimmy and Angel, like, the car had actually broke down. Now they're no longer in the car, and so Kimmy calls her mother. Yo, this conversation, I'm just gonna say real brief because this shit pissed me off. So the mother, we already know from the beginning of the season that her mother ain't shit. Her mother ain't shit. And then the person that her mother is with ain't shit either, because he's an abuser. She calls up her mother, and her mother, she's like asking her mother questions like, how did this happen? Her mother acting slow, acting stupid. Like, she don't know nothing. And then, but Kimmy already obviously knows how her mother is set up. So she's like, how much money did they give you? And I'm like, damn, her mother really sold her sister? And then she starts talking about, well, you know, talking about basically Kimmy's business as if that's a reason to have sold her sister. And I'm like, that shit's crazy. And she's like, I don't care. Like, I don't know where she went. I don't care. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. Basically, Kimmy pissed. And Kimmy's like, yo, if anything happens to my sister, I'm coming for both of y'all. And she meant that shit too. And when she said both of y'all, she meant the boyfriend of the mother and the mother. Because the mother, she's like, I know you've been letting that man touch up on my sister. And it's just freaking crazy. Her sister's 16, y'all. So then, boom, we moving on, right? We in the house. Now we get to the point in the house where we're in the Bellary house. So Harold is there. The son, Roy, is there. The lawyer Bernie is there. And the mother, Olivia, walks in. Mallory's there. They sitting at the couch and shit. Jules is there. And they talking about the situation. You feel me? Family meeting. They're like, yo, what's good? Just to kind of summarize it, you know, they already know that the brother was involved. Vernon, Norman. Well, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Vernon. Norman was involved. It's crazy to me that all of this is due to Mallory. You feel me? Running over the wife, and nobody knows. Like, I can't wait for that to be revealed, bro. I can't wait, because I don't like Mallory either as a character. So Mallory's like, you really think that he would do this? I'm like, Mallory, shut your ass up. You know what I mean? And then the brother Roy's there, and he's like, that he ends up getting upset, and he's like, because I guess he feels this animosity between his parents, because he's like, you guys wish it was me. They apparently do wish it was him, because he's probably the shitty son. I don't know. There's some tension there that we still unraveling within the show to see, like, you know, because we don't know all the history, but there is some freaking shit there, because according to Roy, they was just shitty parents, right? And according to the parents, they gave him everything that he needed or wanted, and just he basically didn't do shit for it. He was ungrateful, yada yada, right? And so Roy goes and he leaves, right? He gets upset. He goes. Freaking tell me how. So Mallory goes out after him to play the wife role. This shit was crazy. Mallory goes, and I'm like, yo, is this is people's real life? Like, this is real life. Like, what would you do? So Mallory goes out, and then he's smoking. Roy's smoking by the pool. Mallory is goes to console him. The whole time it's just an act. She's sitting there, they talking, but obviously they're like doing like the actions of like consoling someone, but she's just talking shit the whole time. She's like, bro, what do y'all need? What do you know you need, this is good news for you because you're gonna get the shares, your brother's shares, and saying like you need this because you ain't shit and you ain't got no skill set. This is all that Mallory's saying to this man, and the man is just like, yo, just get the fuck away from me, bro. But Mallory is so bad. She's so bad, and I'm not saying bad like fine bad. I'm saying bad like she's just like a freaking dark cloud. Like, I'm not a fan of Roy either, but Mallory, we gotta get some more in depth of Mallory's character to understand why the hell she is like this. You know what I mean? Cause I just can't. But she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that she's like, I'm just gonna pretend that I give about you when I don't. Like, literally saying this to him, and it's like, okay, I know this is gonna be horrible for both of us, but I'm just gonna hug you since I know your parents are watching. And she's just doing all this stuff, and it's just like none of this is genuine, but they're doing this whole thing as an act. And I'm like, I just felt so bad for the situation. I felt literally bad for the situation, and I'm just watching. I know this is a show, but the thought that anybody could be possibly like living this real thing, which I feel like is very much so a thing, because that idea had to come from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it can very much exist. People are very much so in unhappy marriages, right? They go back in the house. Basically, Howard was like, yeah, this is fucking war. Like, it's over. You know what I mean? And that was that. I almost missed a very important part too. Freaking when Roy was having his whole thing with his parents, freaking tell me why Olivia freaking grabs a knife. I thought it was about to go down. She grabs a knife and proceeds to throw it at him. At Roy, her son. And the whole, it like misses him and goes straight into a painting. But she was like, boy, I missed on purpose. She said, you better stop fucking with me. I'm like, damn. Olivia is the one. And it's so funny because you get little trinkets. Like, every time we see Olivia's character, we get little trinkets of her little crazy self. You feel me? That she subsided a little bit, but it might very much still come out in this next few episodes, which I'm excited to see. A lot of that conversation and that scenes was just basically, they can mention a lot of stuff about shares in the company and who's gonna go to and how that shit works and the language of the company. And I'm like, this family's really fucked up, because their son has died and they're talking about contracts, agreements. They're talking about, I guess what most people would do was like how to seek revenge or some shit like that. But you know, Harold sent freaking Jules to go to summon freaking Norman. I'm like, yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay. He said Jules, I can only imagine what Jules was thinking when Mr. Bellary was like, yeah, can you go bring my brother to me right now? He said if he has to be, you know, basically if he has to put his hands on him or whatever, like whatever it is, you do what you need to do to get him here. So I want to see how that's going to go down. So boom, we're back at Kimmy and freaking Angel, right? Now they're at the garage. And Kimmy is on the phone with, so Angel's talking to the guy, I guess he's trying to get the car from, and Kimmy's on the phone. She's called, with Rain, or Rain called her. She's talking on the phone, and Rain's basically trying to calm her down, which is Rain. If y'all remember, Rain was the one who got the booty injections and got fucked up from it and almost died because it was just like whatever they was pumping in her body. Yeah. So she's on the phone, Rain trying to calm her down. Well, Rain's trying to get the 411. You know what I'm saying, the information, but also calm her down because she's just going crazy talking about she gonna kill these people. She's just going on a very, like, Kimmy is she's just out for revenge. You know, she's telling Rain the plan. She's like, yeah, I'm about to go, you feel me? I'm about to go to this man's house and pull up, because that's the only plan she got right now. That's the only lead she has to figure out where her sister is. And it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Especially if to her mind, he's the one that's running everything. Rain's like, nah, you can't do that. Like, it's so dangerous. Like, you can't do that. Mind you, they just finished, you know, how episode 8 was a shootout. That man, the old man that shot and killed everybody, left their body there and just was like, it was a lot. If you did not watch that, man, make sure you go watch that. Episodes 1 through 8, or at least watch episode 8, you feel me? Kimmy is like, yeah, I'm gonna go because I don't have nothing else. But then, so to stop Kimmy from going, Rain was like, listen, I'm gonna give you Delinda's address. I know where she lives. So Delinda is one of the girls, along with Bonnie, that took Kimmy's sister. So she's like, give me the address. Give me the address, bro. She's like, you can see in Kimmy's eyes, like, she's no longer Kimmy. And even Rain says that once she gets angry, like, it gets a lot for her to get like that, Kimmy. But once she's there, it's like, you can't get her back. Like, it's going to take a lot to get her back. Like, she's gone, you feel me? And I really resonated with that because, you know, it usually be the people that don't be, you feel me, that don't get mad easily, that, you know, once you get them there, it's just like, it could be it'll be that one thing, that one moment that just fucks up their whole life forever. Like, that's how I felt. Like, for me, I know I'm not somebody who gets angry, like, quickly. It takes a lot for me to get angry. I can get annoyed, I can get a little upset, irritated, but, like, angry? I don't get angry fast. I don't get angry quick, and I'm not easily bothered in the way to be angry. Like, it's more energy to be angry. So I totally resonated with that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people freaking resonated with that because, I mean, like, come on. And then you have my sister, like, what do you mean? And then, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even like she put herself in this position. I don't feel like she did. She went from literally being abused at home, had to leave because her mother kicked her out, got wrapped up to survive, she got wrapped up into the streets, which led to her getting pimped out and all this extra stuff to get money and to survive. Like, it's crazy, man. So basically, Kimmy ends up giving her address. She ends up getting the card from, what's his name? Angel ends up getting the car, and Angel's like, you can see Angel's fairly concerned, but he's there, he's trying to ride out. I don't know, what would you do? Like, if you with somebody who you know is about to crash the fuck out, you staying with them? Or what, like, at what extent of the relationship do you got? But this gotta be your best friend, because I don't even think Angel and Kimmy is even best friends. Like, they're not even best friends, actually. They just in the same place at the same time kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But shout outs to Angel for holding her down when they not even, like, you feel me, even that close per se. They, you know, they leave the spot. So now we had a little moment. We go back to Mallory and Vernon in the kitchen. I'm just gonna say this real briefly because it's not really much, but Vernon got upset, and Mallory was like, you know, he was getting upset to the point that he almost like blew his cover of like dating Charles because of how upset he was showing that he was. And Mallory's like, bro, relax. Like, what's good with you? Like, you feel me? Like, you okay? And Mallory's like telling him, like, go get a suit from Charles' house. Sends him off to get a suit. Vernie leaves. So, boom. Vernie's at Charles' house in the kitchen. I mean, on the couch. He's just crying. He's just upset. He's like, oh my gosh. Why we see a body walk in the hallway in the back? And I mean, I already knew that Charles wasn't dead, because if you paid attention to episode 8, he at the end was like, damn, my God, he woke up in the club and he was robbed. Like, they took his keys, they took his jewelry, and they took the car. And he was just fucked up from drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew he wasn't, but it was just the funny fact that like they stretched it out basically throughout the whole episode to be like, okay, is this really dead or not? You know what I'm saying? But he's in the house. He's in his house. Which is crazy because nobody thought, I guess, I don't know. Nobody thought, let me check to see, but I mean, I guess when you know that that's his car and how much he loves his car, he wouldn't lend his car to anybody. You know what I'm saying? When you got that information. So boom, anyways, Charles pops up and Ray's like, what the? I thought you was dead. And I'm like, right, facts. He was like, what do you mean? And he's still like a little, you know, loop-de-loop because he was, you know, drugged and whatever. And he's not taking nothing serious. He's talking, he's actually pretty chill about the situation. But when you come from a family like that, I mean, the family he comes from is like, bitch, they so crazy, it's like, it shouldn't even shock him back. It didn't even shock him, actually, that there was an attempt, he was targeted and there was an attempt on his life. He literally said, thank you, God, for the stripper who stole my car. This is crazy. He had no remorse, and Bernie's just like, wow, that's crazy. He was Bernie's about to call up his parents to tell them, hey, your son's alive. He's like, let's let them suffer. Now we get to the good part, okay? So that's already done, right? Charles is alive. So boom, we still over here with Sylvia, right? Sylvia, Kimmy's sister, is she's still on the hunt. She pulls up to God, y'all, you ready for this? Kimmy pulls up to Delinda's crib. This is the part I was like, bruh. Pulls up to her crib. There was not even a knock. I was about to knock. There was no knock. She throws, I'm assuming, a patio set that Delinda had on the freaking porch. Throws that bitch through the glass of the door. Breaks it. Comes in stomping, bro. Mind you, when she got the car, she grabbed the shotgun. I thought it was a machete. It's a shotgun. She gets out the car. She gone. She got on her little black hoodie. She gone. Boom. Breaks the glass. Delinda over there on the table. Freaking, I don't even know what she was doing. But she was sitting by the table. She looked. She's like, oh, shit. Yo, it's so crazy. My thing is, like, if you know you just stole somebody's sister, how you just so calmly sitting in your house just like it's another fucking day. You know what I'm saying? When you involved in some hot shit, I don't know how you just sit there and be just going about your business, your daily dealings, like ain't shit happen. Like, people ain't possibly got families that might be out looking for you. You know what I mean? So she's sitting there, she's like, oh shit. Freaking, what's her name with the shotgun, Kimmy? She's like, bro, where's my sister? Where's my sister? She ends up like hitting her. Where's my sister? Where's my sister? Delinda talking shit. She's like, I don't know where she at. She already been sold. She going through what you going through. Boom, boom, boom. She getting her mad more. So then Delinda is able to get like at like an angle and like hit a glass over Kimmy's head. I'm like, bro, this is going crazy. I'm like, Lord, somebody's about to die, and I hope it's not going, you know what I'm saying, or something about to happen, because it's just got now the gun got dropped out of Kimmy's hand. They fighting, and Delinda a big ass bitch. You feel me? Like, listen, and Kimmy like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So they fighting. Chairs getting thrown. They throwing punches at, you know what I'm saying, hands and slaps and all this shit. Blood coming out, and then freaking Kimmy gets Delinda against the wall. She's like pushing up on her. She's like, you know what I'm saying? And then freaking Angel finally, I'm like, where this nigga was at? Runs up in the house. He's like, get her. He pulls freaking Kimmy off of her and gets on Glinda's like, just tell us where her sister is. Oh, wow. Bro, this next, what happens next, I was just like, bruh, freaking Kimmy gets up off the floor, whatever, gets the gun. She's standing right there. Angel still got freaking Delinda pressed against the freaking wall, bruh. She's Delinda crazy. I'm just like, bro, mouth is crazy. She's like, yo, Delinda said, they asked, where's her sister? Just tell me. She's like, she probably getting fucked by, and excuse my French, she's probably getting by a bunch of truck drivers getting ran through right now. Yeah. You can just guess what happened next. Freaking Kimmy blows her fucking brains out. Like, literally, brains is on the wall, dead. Shot her. Angel's like, still was having her shit like this. It was like, taking, he didn't know. I mean, bruh, you say something like that about my sister and there's a gun in my hand, I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. But it's just crazy to think that you would say all of that and that girl had a whole shotgun in her head. And that was that, bruh. That was really that. I think that's where it ended at, bruh. And now we just trying to wait to see what's gonna happen. But she shot her. And the thing is, now she done killed 2 people. And I'm just like, I really so boom, we want to know what's going to happen with Kimmy. How's she getting this out of this? How is everything getting revealed to the family? There's so many secrets that's within this family. So many pieces of the puzzle that only certain people know. It's crazy. All right. But at this point, both, I think, I'm not sure, again, because we don't have confirmation that Body is indeed dead, but we know for a fact that Delinda's dead. And so there's that. And we still don't know where freaking Silva is, which is Kimmy's sister. And Norman is still out for revenge. We have this rivalry, which as long as Charles doesn't show up in the picture, it's going to just create more tension. So it's a lot going on, okay? From all different levels. There's so many different people having tensions with each other and just side tension this, side tension that. Like, it's getting crazy, all right? But that's all for this episode number 1, man. I mean, well, not number 9, but episode 9. This is a continuation of season 1 of Beauty in Black. If you have any additional information you want to drop down below, you enjoying this recap, make sure you like this video up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let me know if you want more of these types of recaps, or if I should, like, you know, any advice, any, you know what I'm saying, suggestion, anything is welcome to the table, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say about that, man. I appreciate you for clicking on the video and reacting with your girl. As always, remember to enjoy the little things in life, man. Let me know what you think is gonna happen in the next what is it, episode 10, man. I'm gonna come back with another recap, you feel me, this week. So y'all look out for that. We're gonna get that started and get that pumping, bro. I'm excited to see what else is going on this. If you want to see any other show recaps, definitely let me know as well, man. Appreciate you. Until next recap, peace.